myself. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, cadets, to another edition number 4011 of Lounge Academy. And this is a special edition. I'm going to walk and talk here because I've still got one more thing to set up. As you guys know, I have to get the chat set up, and we do that by finding the live stream here.
Have you heard from Elmer Plums?
I did, and I can't come.
It'll be around, but...
Yeah, but I told him I'd be...
I'm sending a test emoji.
He's a guy in charge.
And it worked.
And he wanted people who were interested, capable, so he, so as things go forward...
I have to go to the lawn, but yes.
So all right, you're on the list. Good. So Howard, how many people do you get on these live streams? Church audience, roughly.
We have a worldwide audience of tens of viewers.
Tens.
Yeah, it's grown into the tens.
That is excellent.
It's grown into tens of users. Thank you. And they're from all over. I mean, we're big we have hotspots. We're big in Paris.
Wow.
In fact, some of our cadets fly back and forth to Paris and marry the women there and bring them back.
Wow. So you have international reach.
We do, yeah.
Right?
All right.
Australia?
Definitely Florida. Saudi Arabia is we've got a representative went to work over there for a year, and she's been spreading the gospel. So we've got, of all places, Saudi Arabia.
Of course, in Saudi Arabia, they don't call it a cocktail party, do they?
Yeah, I still can't get a good grasp on the whole thing, so I leave that up to Amy.
So you, during a typical session like this, will end up playing how many songs?
That nobody's ever asked me that question.
Let me ask you a different question. How long is the session typically?
It's at least 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, typically without any breaks. I stretch a lot.
Wow. And apparently your bladder stretches a lot if you go 3 hours without getting up.
It does. My urologist can't figure that phenomenon out.
Well, there are different uses for catheters, and, not all of them are medically approved.
I think if you sweat, you lose a lot of that.
I heard you say, as you were doing the intro there, did you say Lounge Academy session 4011?
Yeah, I made it up because then no one's going to check it.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to have to ask you then, God help me, how many Lounge Academy sessions have there been, Howard, roughly?
Well, 52 per year.
Okay.
For as long as we've been doing this.
And you've been doing it for?
Well, Lounge Academy began in 2011,
Okay.
and then it's evolved, and then it's always been it's always been videoed on multiple cameras. That was from day one.
So you're talking about 12, 13 years now, 52. I mean, clearly you're over 500 shots. So now check for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to get people around.
Practice makes perfect.
One hopes.
One hopes.
Practice definitely makes improvement. I will definitely...
It can't hurt.
I mean, I've written about 500 restaurant reviews, and I feel like I'm just getting the range.
Yeah,
I'm not making that up.
Yeah, you always feel like you're just starting, right? Because, like you could finally do this, so now I'm starting. Everything in the creative realm is really the same thing,
Well, if you don't have the toughest standards around,
You go to the
So
go
I mean,
crazy.
a lot of people end up being their toughest critics. Like, I don't know about you, but every time I've written a story my whole career that I really worked the big ones. The big ones. It gets published and I look at it and start picking out things I would have done differently. Like, I cannot forgive me. I mean, I'm talking about stuff that's been through like 8 drafts.
Yeah,
It's insane.
I believe it. Yeah, but it's a beautiful thing. Writing is such a beautiful art and craft.
Well, I share keyboarding with you anyways, to a certain extent.
Well, that's good to know in case I do have to take a break. Tomorrow at 2:30, you're getting the scoop. I promised you the scoop.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a helicopter free to come over and shoot the pianos, but
That's
what
all
are these
right.
notes?
These are all Jocko's. Is that something?
Were they like to remind him of songs that he could play, or what's
Yeah,
the deal?
yeah. He would give reminders of songs.
Oh,
There used to be some great phone numbers. There was one. Okay, one. I'll admit there was just one, and it was right here, and it's gone.
oh.
So-
What was the phone number for?
You know who she was?
No.
Mr. Huge.
Mr. Hughes.
Yeah, the car guy, the car dealer.
Oh, Billy Fitzgerald.
Billy Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Has he gone to his
Yeah,
reward, or is he still
he's
around?
gone, so it's okay if we talk about his
Oh, okay.
girlfriends.
Oh, well.
She was awesome, and she used to come into EB Greens. Sometimes, sometimes by herself, and oftentimes with Billy. Everybody loved her. She was great. She had her phone number for Jocko on there.
How do you determine the songs that get played during a session?
Well, it's a combination of, or a choice of, either reading the room, to see like what the room calls for. If it's quiet, if it's an icebreaker, like if a bunch of people came in and maybe they've never been here and they got here before the cadets and they're all just staring at me and they're not talking to each other. So, you do some ice breaking. You're like the cotter in the river.
Okay. What do you play to cut the ice? What song?
Oh,
Or two?
I don't even know. I mean, a
Come on.
lot of it.
Work with me. Give me an example. You gave me a scenario.
Well, a lot of it. I do a lot of improvising, like I'm doing right now, right? So I could talk to them. I try to get them talking with each other, so they'll ignore me. That's the mission. Is to get the cocktail party going. It's not a concert, It's an ice-breaking thing. I always think of that story about the stone soup, making stone soup. You ever
I
hear
love
that
that
one?
story. Yeah, everybody adds a little something, and next thing you know, you got
Yeah,
soup.
I'm the stone in the water.
So what goes out over the feed though is just you. It's not them.
I've got mics, so I could bring them up if there's something interesting.
I mean, how often does the peanut gallery get on the show?
Oh, they're on every week to some degree. Plus, the ambience picks them up to a little bit. I've got them down now. That's what this slider's for. But lots of times somebody's saying something that's good copy. That's I'm always trying to build like little plot threads.
How long did it take you to build out this whole tech rig system that you got with your mixer and your Steam Deck and everything?
Well, it took from 2011 till now.
So you're still tinkering?
Oh yeah.
Because there's always heat chat, right?
It just always needs. You get more ideas, or you want to do more.
So I have to. So this is the thing everybody wants to know. Like, what was it like to find out you might get to play?
The big room?
in Jocko's shoe.
Well, it's
I mean, you're not doing Jocko. You're doing Howard. I get that.
yeah, but everybody wants to kind of lives to please their mentor. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, that's what mentors are for, right?
Yeah,
They help you be better. You're better than you were.
And I think most people, or many people, really never let go of their relationship with their mentor, even if the mentor is long gone. And Jocko invested so much in me by doing what he did for me. He worked with me for three years every week, just on his own dime, just because he wanted to. We had no other students ever. He'd come over to my place in Delaware on Wednesdays, typically, after here. And he'd work with me for several hours, and he and Dave Granville from City Hall.
So when you say work with you, like he would play stuff and he would say, hey, try that.
They would just beat me up.
Oh, okay.
It was like boot
Well,
camp.
they were like, it was like getting in your face while you're trying to break
Yeah,
you in.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, they were trying to get you to break the tune.
Well, it was just, they're...
They were helping. They were toughening you up for the world.
Yeah, it wasn't always like that, but it was, it was, they didn't want to waste their time, and they were intense sessions. They're all recorded. They're all on video. But it was really great. I mean, he came over to show me some things because I had to, we did the closing on the Statler, and that was like in March, I think, of 2011, I think, or 2010. I don't know, I have to look it up. It's been so long, but it was like March of that year, and that's when we did the deed signing, and I was playing the deed signing, and Don Esmond did a story about how the piano player was actually a link in the chain of the custody of the Statler. So Jocko had always been talking about showing me some things just because he knew I was interested in the piano, because we've been having, before Lounge Academy, there was the Monday night jams at our house. Remember those? We did those for years.
Yeah. People bringing in
And they were open mics, basically, in our living room. And we had some great cabaret pianists, Guy Boleri, Bob Davis, jazz pianist. Mark Murphy had been there, the great jazz singer, #1 rated jazz singer in the world.
So, for people who are not...
Joanne Valletta,
Oh, there you go.
Michael Saviska, who was a big star then with his
For
career.
people who are not already fans of, let's say, Cocktail Lounge Piano, what is the point of Cocktail Lounge Piano? Is it to be backdrop conversation? Is it to be, part of the conversation? Make people feel super, super cool?
Well, it's my goal with it, and I've always had this clear in my mind. It was based on my own experiences. We've had a couple hangouts over the years. In fact, Mary and I met at Fanny's Supper Club, and because on Saturday nights, Al Tinney played. So I was there every week, and Al Tinney, who was a big jazz legend.
And you were just there once.
I was just there to watch.
Yeah.
Because my brother-in-law, Charlie Mancuso from Buff State, who's real big in the music scene. He wrote some books about pop music, and anyway, at Thanksgiving dinner, he said, "Oh, you're trying to learn jazz piano, and go see Al Tinney at Fanny's." So I did, and I went every week, and I'd have dinner there and by myself. And eventually Mary came in. Actually, she came in once and interviewed the bass player, Sabu. And then sometime later she came back, and we met for the first time. And Al Tinney and Peggy Farrell, his singer, she's 93 and she's out singing better than ever. She's doing gigs. She was here a few weeks ago. Introduced us, and we continued to go there for like years, right? Until Al passed away, and the gig ended, and then Fanny's closed. Fanny's Supper Club.
It used to be on
Sheridan Drive.
Sheridan Drive.
Yeah, and that would have been on your beat eventually.
Well, it was before my time.
It was before your time, but if they would have survived. So the pain of having the place close, and you build this whole social network going week after week to the same place, and you'd see other people that went every week or every so many weeks or once a month or once a year, but you get to see them there. And when that ends, you not only lose your favorite entertainer and your favorite thing to do every week, but you lose that whole social hub, which is really sad.
Well, and it's one of the reasons that you ended up going for years, not just the music, right? But because you see the music and the people. It's part of the
of course.
It's the part of the difference in going out to listening to this music in your headphones in your car.
It's a lifestyle. It's a social lifestyle. So then it started again at E.B. Green's with Jackie Jocko, and go there, at least once a week. Typically, you get to see this whole world of Jocko, all these people that he's collected over the decades, and sometimes you'd see him once in a while. Sometimes you'd see him every week, depending on who it was. There's all these circles. And then that ended, and they closed E.B. Green's. And it actually ended when Jocko retired because the crowd left.
Yeah.
And that was very sad. It really affects your life because you miss all these people and you miss this routine that you look forward to all week.
So how long was it before you created something to step up and be that?
Well, that's what I had in mind. Al Tinney passed away around 2000, 2001. So by the time we had started doing our own thing downtown with the Statler and followed up after the Statler every week at our house with our informal gatherings at the house and piano bar. That's what I had in mind. I wanted to have this consistency so that people could it's like they're rock,
How many nights do you think you're going to play at the New Gallery? You're not going to be there every night, 7 days a week, obviously. But...
Well, you can't be. I'll do 4 or 5. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. My favorite neighbors. They live right up the street.
When did you start playing piano?
When I was 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it really didn't become a productive thing where you get more out of it than you're putting in until within the last 10 years.
But yet
somehow
you persisted.
Yeah, that's the most remarkable thing, is that I persisted for
without external stimuli.
Like 50 years before getting an ounce of payback,
Well, some people I find in life, including myself, they go through life and they collect maybe long-standing dreams. And maybe most of them will never come out of the folder. But occasionally you find a context where you're like, oh, Plan Alpha could fit here. And you go, right? So here you are. You got to do the thing. You're going to get to do the thing.
Yeah. Well, it's like that, but it's also, I had my sights set on that room since that's what Jocko was preparing me for. That's what he wanted, which seemed crazy even to me, because there were people that were much more talented and ready to do something like that. But he wanted me, and also it wasn't up to him who the management is going to hire. They don't even know who the manager is going to be.
He's talented.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to.
But he says, I'm going to retire, and I want you to do this. Someday I'm going to have. And that's what was in his mind. So I figured, who am I to argue with that? I loved it, for wherever it would lead. And then he got sick in 2014 and had to take a month and a half off, and I actually did fill in for him. I didn't feel ready at all. It was scary, but it did it, and it was something, a highlight of my life, really, to me.
So if that was a highlight of your life, let's just
This is just amazing.
What
This
do you
is too.
What do you think Jocko would think of that?
He'd be squealing with delight, the way he squealed when he got excited.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I found out, I fucking squealed. And
Well, thank you.
Well, no, I mean, you know, you observe so many situations in the world, and so rare is it that all the planets of humanity and business and commerce and time and space align, where something can just click in the place that it belongs.
Yeah,
that's exactly the way I felt. And that's why I was like, yeah, I squealed like a little girl, absolutely.
Yeah, that is an amazing thing. That's right. These pieces, random, if not for this, if not for that, if not for these, all these pieces fell into place to do this. You know, I knew where I wanted to go, but I also knew, like, don't try too hard to plan it. Like here, every time they'd want to make a move, like they want to move me from the upstairs to the downstairs and remove the floor and put a new bar in, I was thinking, it's so great up here, it can't possibly be better. Oh crap, I wish they weren't doing this. But it's like, okay, we're along for the ride. And sure enough, it was like 10x to be down here. They built this nice little area. We're closer to the, it works much better.
It's much more in the people flow.
Yeah, and I could never have invented this on my own. I would have never said, no, but be down here in this corner and set the room up and put a wall up there. We've got a national press pool now. We've got the Epoch Times represented. Dan Berger, Andrew Garnham.
Hi, Andrew. Dan Berger, nice to meet you.
Two of my favorite journalists.
My wife Beth Ann, my daughter.
Hi, Beth Ann.
We're in town we got an hour, and then we got to head over to a family thing. So.
Well, we're very honored.
I made sure this.
What did you write for in Florida?
Tampa Tribune.
Tampa Tribune. Sorry, everybody. These darn interviews. Brian Blatz. Hope I get to talk to you before you go on.
Port Richie.
Oh, yeah.
I work. Yes, please. Roy on the Rocks, Splash Water.
That's okay.
I worked in every single basketball. Most of it in Dade City, several of on the east side.
Here, Barbara, I've got a. Oh, you got your key. Okay, I just want to make sure you had your key. What a group we've got. You look beautiful. Great outfit. Thank you. She's coming, yeah. We had some house painters at that. But they left it. They were supposed to leave at 5, so she's undoubtedly on her way. She knows her glass of wine is waiting. She won't be far.
Was the Port Richie murder, the Timmy Kane.
She'll be coming. She's probably on the way here now. Yeah. She probably had to change her outfit 2 or 3 times and make up her mind, and then flew out the door. Turn up the joke microphone here a little bit. Oh, the weather's beautiful.
But they couldn't get her head all the way off, so they took her painting.
Oh, you went in there? Oh, great. I'm so glad you did. I'm not surprised. He's a top chef. Isn't it? Nice. Thanks for helping. I'm glad you like it. Oh, yeah. That's the idea. We're moving the piano tomorrow. There's no turning back. I got to turn on my own live stream here on my phone.
We got our bumps, like our inflation bumps, like 2 or 3 times a year.
We're also getting the piano tuned tomorrow.
Everybody was making a lot of
It's so exciting.
It was a lot of money, but they were keeping pace.
Ooh, Bob Maggio's out there. Speaking of great singers,
We still had covered, except for the new stuff.
the great Bob Maggio. Check out his band, ladies and gentlemen. He's a great summertime thing to do. New York to LA, all the way. And then when you get down to Melbourne Beach, Florida, I know you're going to stop in to see Brian Blatz and watch him command his piano bar. He's there 6 nights a week. So you can stuff yourself on lobster and steak and stuff your ears with Brian Blatz. I know somebody who's going to do that too, Brian. Are you going to be surprised? I'm not going to tell you who. That'll be the surprise. Look at the reporters are interviewing each other. I love that outfit that Dan Berger's wearing. I've been paying a lot of attention to fashion the last couple of weeks as I've been upping my wardrobe. I've been cleaning out every thrift store in town. This heart of mine was doing very well. The world was fine as far as Robert could tell. And I dreamed of gay amour. At dawn I woke up singing sentimental overtures. This heart of time is dancing gaily now. The world is this crazy world is taking on a wonderful design. As long as life endures, it's yours, this heart of mine. I like the summer drinks are coming out. Here come the burgers with their drinks. We got the whole burger family. Not the whole burger family. There's a boy too, right? One time, Dan came up to visit, and he was nice enough to squeeze me into his itinerary, and he said, let's meet for a drink. And we said, okay, we'll go to Oliver's. So we went and sat at the bar at Oliver's to catch up.
You ordered spaghetti.
Did I order spaghetti? See, he takes notes. That's why he's good at his thing. And we're sitting there, and after a couple of drinks, so there's no turning back at that point. You know, it's a commitment. You phoned him.
Yeah, you tell what happened while I was sitting
You
in the bar
phoned
at
him.
Howard. Tell Andrew what happened while I was sitting in the bar at Oliver's with you were just telling the story about this. That you
Well,
didn't hear I would hear my voice from Howard.
She wants me to tell this
She
one.
and my daughter had to go out late to. I was here, but they were back. So they had to go out late to pick up something, shopping. The next day they normally would have been in our family room sitting on the couch watching Say Yes to the Dress. everything rebuilt, and it was like I couldn't do anything.
He just
I was
felt
sitting here
he
having
just
a
felt
drink.
helpless. The only thing he could do is order another drink. There wasn't anything on earth he could do.
I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Well, the bigger pattern here is that
Luckily, Al Capola came by,
That's right.
the politician.
Yeah.
He made everything seem okay.
bad things happen in the house only when he's gone.
And then he has the flooding and
There were the two basement floods. There was
power outages. You know, it's like,
power outages. Not a big deal.
yeah, I guess we know how to live with power. In Atlanta, the biggest problem is power outages, trees falling, electric flares.
Well, because
A ventriloquist showed me how to do this.
Tell me, are you
See, this is the part of the show I like when nobody's paying attention. That means I'm successful. Successful at being the stone soup. It's a cocktail party. We'd like to welcome Zachary to the room. Here he comes, all rise. He's the biggest man here at LoungeACADemy. His Cadillac is parked out front. We'll turn up the joke mic a little bit.
when did you start there?
So where's my sidekick, Nick Otto? Audrey Clark, great to have you here. Audrey Clark is the founder of the Jackie Jocko fan club in 1953. She's still the ex officio president by virtue of her being the founder. We're honored to have Andrea checking in from California, I presume. She promises to be here live next week, where we'll be in the restaurant next week. It's going to be very exciting, Andrea.
I was like, I don't know what was it.
I'm going to check the cameras. Last week we had a big live stream failure last week. I apologize. Here comes Nick. Yeah, I'm sorry about last week. The live stream just completely bombed out. There wasn't anything I could do about it. But fortunately, I was able to continue the live video recording locally, and I did post that up on YouTube a couple of days following the show. So it's a good show, too. We had Robin Schimminger, the New York State Assemblyman. We had a tremendous interview with him where he revealed some facts that I did not know about him throwing some bones to my father back in the days. My dad loved politics. Nick's back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great group here, you know, and I was worried that the weather was going to compete with the lounge, and apparently it's not having too much of an impact. Hey, there's somebody I know. There's somebody I'm married to. How little we know, how much to discover, what chemical forces flow from lover to lover. How little we understand what touches off that tingle, that sudden explosion when two tingles intermingle. Who cares to define? This is who cares with your lips on mine. What ignorant bliss is once every couple of months, we play a song that people have actually heard in their lives. And this is a song by Herman Huckfelt. It goes out to Connie Mae, one of my favorite cadets. Who knows, maybe she's out there and she'll say hi. I grow a trifle weary with Mr. Einstein's theory. You must get down to earth at times, relax, relieve the tension. No matter what the progress of what yet may be proved, the simple facts of life are such they cannot be removed. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. As time goes by. Songs, never out of date. Heart full of passion, jealousy, and hate. A woman needs man, man must have his mate. No man can deny. It's still the same old story. Fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. As time goes by. Dog's got his own little bed over there. That's right. That's going to be me when I'm here 7 nights a week. I'm going to have my little doggy bed. See how this works? You hit critical mass and see it just runs itself. I'm just the rock in the stone soup.
You're the stone in the pot, baby.
I am.
Stone soup.
And you know what else? If it weren't for that, it's the only way I'd get in this room. These people are amazing. Look how fascinated they are with each other. Because they are amazing people.
It can all happen in the corona of cocktail the embracing collab.
I like that. It's a reality TV show, and they're the stars. They're real. There's nobody more interesting than these people. People are fascinated. That's why they tune in. As time goes by. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. This is for the Burger family. We're honored to have the Burgers here with us tonight. They made a special trip. He's up from Florida. He's mesmerizing Mary right now with his stories, sharing stories of reporting. This is a haven for the media.
I will wish you adieu, sir. If I need more, I will be unmistakable in my desire.
Well, I hope we got a little bit in the cup.
This could not have been better for my purposes.
Oh, there's one other part of it. But I got so verbose in the other part of it. The Lounge Cadets, we consider ourselves preservationists. Well, much in the same way that these buildings have been preserved. Actually, these buildings have been preserved through neglect here in Buffalo, luckily. You know, where other cities, they had a higher and better use for the land underneath them, but luckily ours survived. But now they're appreciated, and there's many preservationists keeping them appreciated. And we do the same thing with songs. We don't do any new stuff. We do the songs of the Great American Songbook, the golden age songwriting of the 20th century. And we're keeping that link from being broken so that people have a familiarity, not just with the 3 or 4 they hear at weddings, 3 or 4 of the many great songs that Sinatra did and helped make great. Thank God you're here, Barbara.
Well, thank God for Howard Goldman.
Talk to Barbara.
I would, but I have
She's a good resource.
She's not enjoying the music sometimes.
Well, Andrew, it's been a pleasure seeing you.
I'll be talking to you. I'll be around.
Great. It's gonna be fun. Just stop in, and hang out with us.
Look, there's 80-day journalism, and then there's stories that you get to write every once in a while that just make you like, oh my God, oh my God. Thank you.
Oh, well, thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Andrew Garneau. How about another big round of applause? He's heading off to another big show business destination. He's part of our national press corps we have here tonight. We've got Dan from Florida and from the Epoch Times and the Florida Tribune.
And you've got, of course, the Legacy.
And Mary, right? Still affiliated with the Buffalo News. Oh yeah, Nick Otto. Look busy. I haven't seen her, but I've been kind of self-absorbed with the media. I always wanted to be a press secretary for somebody rotten, so I could beat BS to with full license. Wouldn't that be fun? Somebody who's just constantly doing the wrong thing, and you gotta put a good spin on it. I would enjoy that. I don't know if I'd be good at it, but I'd enjoy it. But unlike the professionals, I wouldn't believe my own BS. Yeah. I try to fool everybody but myself. Yeah, well, that's a recognized art and craft. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, we had a little bit of. What a great night this is, and I'm feeling a little sentimental tonight because this is Lounge Academies. This is for sure. I know this is the third false alarm, but this is for sure, with certainty, the last Lounge Academy in the Hyatt Atrium, at least contiguously. I mean, who knows? We might be back here, you know. But we've been here 2.5 years in the Atrium, and tomorrow we're moving the piano into the big room. What? Nothing. They'll have like a chair, a couch or something. I hope so. Over here, you mean? I hope they miss me. I hope they feel a dent. I like to feel like I've contributed to the bar. I do. I mean, I feel like, you know, that's what we're here to do. I'm making friends with a little pooch over here. Oh, he's making his bed. Oh, come fly with me. Let's fly down the hallway to the restaurant. If you could use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me. Let's fly away. Fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land, there's a one-man band. He'll tune his flute for you. Fly with me, let's fly away. Once you get up there, I like this chord. Air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Up there, I'll be holding you so near. You can hear angels cheer on account of we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Just say the word, we'll beat the bird to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a honeymoon, they say. Oh, come fly with me. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Come fly away with me. That's how I feel tonight. I feel like flying.
Feel like flying.
We're flying into the restaurant. The piano's going to go flying tomorrow. It's exciting. Mary's here, ladies and gentlemen, in case people keeping score at home of the cast. She finished up with the house painters. We're doing a great job. She's here talking to her colleague from the Buffalo News, Andrew Goldman. lounge of the Hyatt is where one of the best spots that the Buffalo News reporters always used to come down when they were just net fishing for stories. You know, you hang around the bar at E.B. Green's and you overhear something, you meet somebody, and next thing you know, you got a big scoop on a story. It happened reliably. It was one of their favorite fishing holes. Mary got a million stories. I once got her a story. I was here, and she was with her sister, and I was already at E.B. Green's with Jocko, and it was me and Jocko and a gentleman who had just made the international story of the day, because he went over the falls and survived and got arrested, and then he got let out of jail, ducked out on the paparazzi, and wound up in Jocko's lounge, and nobody knew where he was. Meanwhile, Mary's colleagues were in Michigan, sitting at his house with no heat, hoping he'd show up. We were having drinks with him. Yeah, Kirk Jones was his name. I got some pictures with him and his autograph. Really a wonderful guy, you know. You just felt for the guy. He was really a decent person. He confided in me that he was trying to kill himself, but he wound up surviving, and he became famous as a stunt artist. But he confided. He says, no matter what you hear about, he says, I'm going to tell you the truth here between us. He's not living anymore. Something's happened to him since. He went and worked for the circus for a while. But he said I was, you know, he was reading up on how to survive it, but he didn't think he was gonna. He was really ready to just do himself in. Divine, yeah. And I believe everything he told me. He was a very sincere person. You know, he was having trouble paying his bills, and here's a song for Joe Cons, in case he's out there. They say I'll move the mountains, and I'll move the mountains, if she wants them out of the way. He moves mountains every day in the gym. Yeah, you should see him. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy in love, I'd say. They say I'll go through fire, and I'll go through fire. As she wants it, so shall it be. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy in love, you see. Like the wind that shakes the bough, she moves me with her smile. The difficult I'll do right now. The impossible will take a little while. They say I'll go forever, and I mean forever. If you have to hold up the sky. Crazy, she calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy in love, am I? Crazy in love am I? Well, thank you. That was Carl Sigmund and Bob Russell wrote that song. Beautiful song. I wonder what Jay Farquharson has been up to lately. I wonder if he's in town or if he's on the road or he's working on his car or having a barbecue. We know what Andrew's doing. He's carrying a couple of drinks from the bar. How about a Dietz and Schwartz tune? It's a nice song for everybody out there at the barbecue, sitting back, mellow, waiting for the sun to go down, and you've got a little time, especially this time of year. Once it goes down, all those beers will kick in. It'll be time for a little dancing in the dark. Hopefully, preferably with a date. But what the heck, it's dark and you can dance by yourself if you want. Dancing in the dark till the tune ends. We're dancing in the dark, and soon ends. We're waltzing in wonder of why we're here. Time hurries by, we're here. Thank you, Dan Berger. I like the suit, Dan. You look great. He looks like a reporter. You can't look more like a reporter than Dan Berger, in my opinion. This is the days of wine and roses, isn't it? I mean, we do have wine and we do have roses. So mathematically, it's proven, this theorem, that this is the days of wine and roses. And there's roses growing all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, it's very photogenic, yeah. It looked like Pompeii, like time was suddenly frozen. That's how humanity is going to be remembered, by the artifacts it leaves behind. That's why I don't throw anything away. I want to be remembered. It's Amy Lillibut. It's wonderful to see you. Amy, you should see, you love animals. You should see this cute little French poodle I've got here in the lounge. He made his bed and he's sleeping in it. the days of wine and roses, laugh and run away. Pamela, like a child at play, and a meadowland toward a closing door, a door marked nevermore. That wasn't there. It wasn't there before. Wasn't there? Oh, lonely night discloses just a passing breeze, filled with memories of a golden smile introduced me to the days of wine and roses. And Frederick, won't be official until Frederick's in that restaurant, in the new lounge.
Next week. 31st. And I can't be here, so I'm gonna lose my seat.
This is a good excuse to screw over Gary.
No, I can't.
Gary's her other man that she goes to see once a month. He's an excellent performer, but the days of Dan Berger's family laugh and run away. Days of wine and roses, and you, ooh, and you. Thank you, Frederick. Rich Sellers says hi to all the cadets. Tall, this fellow cadets. You'd be so easy to love, easy to idolize, all others above, so worth the yearning for, so swell to keep all the home fires burning for. We'd be so grand at the game, carefree together. It does seem a shame that you can see your future for me on account of we'd be oh so easy to love. Ooh, oh so easy to love. Thank you. starting to feel like Tom Jones. I think I'll take my jacket off.
You're stubborn, and she has to deal with being stubborn. And then the Latina is so passionate. They're all passionate. Right. It's like
Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Di is entering the room. In her usual fashion of making an entrance, she's on the arm of a strapping young man. That happens to be our very own Patrick, the valet manager. Once he deposits Diane in the lounge, he's going to do an 11-second quarter mile in Lancaster Speedway with her car. There she is, Lady Diane, everybody, with the wonderful Patrick. Do a couple burnouts with her car. He's going to find out if it has positive traction. See, Diane knows what that means because she married a car guy. Get out of town before it's too late, my love. Get out of town. Be good to me, please. Why wish me on? Why not retire to a farm and be contented to charm the birds off the trees? Just disappear. I care for you much too much. When you are near, close to me, dear, we touch too much. The thrill when we meet is so bittersweet. Darling, it's getting me down. On your market sets, oh, get out of town. That could be for the Buffalo Marathon runners. On your market set, go. Marathon is Sunday, and coincidentally, although all these coincidences happen to me, thank you, it starts at my driveway. Yeah, it starts at my fire hydrant at the end of my driveway every year. Fireworks, guns going off. I'm not. I have in the past. I mean, I've gone there to see it, the spectacle. It starts at like 6 in the morning. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's quite a spectacle. It's a pretty big deal. People are just coming into the Hyatt this evening, you know, for the marathon. There's special things going on for them right here at the Hyatt over the weekend. Valet Speedway. Be there or be square, Nick. It happened. I felt it happen. I was awake. I wasn't blind. I didn't think. I felt it happen. met Miss Jones. Someone said as we shook hands, she was just Miss Jones to me. Then I said, Miss Jones, you're a girl who understands. I'm a man who must be free. And all at once I lost my breath. All at once was scared to death. All at once I owned the earth and I owned the sky. Now I've met Miss Jones, and we'll keep on meeting till we die. Miss Jones and I. And all at once I lost my breath, and all at once was scared to death. Once I owned the earth and I owned that sky. Now I've met Miss Jones, and we'll keep on meeting till we die. Oh, that Miss Jones and I. Miss Jones,
We gotta take off. I wish we could stay longer. I'm so enjoying it, but I gotta take off.
Dan, this is fabulous. I'm so glad you
well.
came by. You
I'm
look great.
glad.
You look amazing.
Thank you. So do you.
I love the suit.
And we've been talking to Mary, and my wife and Mary hit it off talking about classical music and choir,
Of course, of
opera,
course.
and all that stuff
Of
because they're
course.
both into it.
Well, I'm glad we had some other reporters here that you could play with.
Yeah, it was great talking. We work in the same county in Florida.
Is that right?
Yeah, out north of the Tampa Bay area. Yeah.
No? Yeah.
Be well. I gotta go. See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show business family, the Dan Burgers. They're off to some exciting destination. I wonder where they're going. He's probably on the... There he goes. The Great Burger family. Off to find excitement tonight. They're going to make excitement. We went to high school together. You should have seen him in high school. He was the biggest radical. He had this huge afro. He was a great. He was a celebrity. Welcome, cadets. I think we've got some more people from the State Department of State, Department of State, Department of State. Oh. I figured if you were with Angela, you were some kind of important bureaucrat. Well, welcome. That big giant guy behind you, we call him Zach. Do not be afraid. I think these guys are runners. Are you marathon runners? See, I knew it. I could tell. That's the thing about this job is you could guess people's preoccupations. He looks like he's moving even when he's standing still, like a sports car. I think he's going to win, for crying out loud. Where'd you come from to Spain? The rain in Spain. Born in Spain. Well, that's a great place to be born. They make great shoes over there. Then we got the Spanish contingent over here. He's got a Playboy hat on. Oh, play off. I thought it said Playboy. The great Lee Morris, the gabologist. That's pretty funny, Lee. Lee, thanks for sending me pictures of your piano bar. That's a beautiful piano and a beautiful restaurant. What a great venue. It looks like fun. We want to see more of it. We want to see a live stream, or at least a short video clip. As we're here at Piano Bar Central. Here's a song that we've let lie way too long. Maybe we'll gotta leave it lie one more week. There they go, the runners from Spain. These guys, they do everything. They do the Buffalo Marathon, they do the running of the bulls. They love running in Spain. I'd run too. Now that would be the thing. I could run the marathon if one of those bulls was chasing me. Even I could run the marathon. Just watch me. I'd win the damn thing. How much alcohol is involved in that when they let those bulls out? That is crazy. Yeah. The whole population has to be, because they run right into the crowds.
You're like 200.
Yeah, it'd be like nothing to a bull. I wonder if the bulls are drunk too. I think they are. We have interesting discussions here at Lounge Academy. I'm trying not to wake up my little pooch friend over there. You see a cute little French poodle? He's all curled up in his bed over there. He carefully made his bed before he took his nap. He's a good boy or a good girl, one or the other. Good boy. He took great care in preparing his bedding. He took great care in preparing his bedding earlier. See, not me. I don't even make my bed. I just fall into it and I kind of let things take care of themselves. But not our friend over there. He probably puts the cap back on the toothpaste. That's a nice trait in a dog organization. We could all learn something. If they ask me, Barbara could write a book. She could too. Don't think she couldn't. About the way you walk and whisper and look. I could write the preface on how we met, that the world would never forget. And the simple secret of the plot is just to tell them that I love you a lot. And the world discovers when my book ends how to make two lovers of friends. Oh yeah, oh Pamela, I love tonight's hat. Sparkly, it's a good lounge cadet hat. The cadets look so nice tonight. They're already dressing for the big room that we're moving in next week. They're so excited. I've been tightening up my wardrobe the last couple of weeks. I've been emptying every thrift store within 50 miles. Check the cameras in a while. I better do that. That's why I'm bobbing. I bob when I check the cameras to see if I see motion. And I do. Now next week, we're going to have all new camera angles. I'm going to have to figure them out from scratch.
I won't even be here.
I know. That is the fly in the ointment right there. We'll have it all set up for you by the next week. We will. We'll have done 7 gigs there by then.
Life's changing, isn't it?
I can't imagine.
Your life is changing. Your life
Oh
is
yeah,
changing.
it is. I haven't had a job since college.
It's like every day.
Full-time job. My parents, I wish my parents were still around. They knew someday I'd get a job. They never gave up faith. That's how smart they were. They knew. How did they know? I like my coworkers so far. I like my coworkers, my new coworkers. They're very interesting, nice people. I mean, it's quite a place. I mean, the people are remarkable that are part of it.
Manager, whatever his name is, took me on a little tour down there, turned on the lights.
Oh, Chris?
Yeah, it was going to be and everything.
Chris, the owner, or the or Dr. MSG. The
Younger guy.
younger guy. Yeah, that's Dr. MSG.
Yeah.
He is a doctor. He's a scientist.
Yeah.
He's this mad genius, and he loves people. So they said, you're wasting your time saving the world with science. He was giving like speeches on how to save the water or something. So I watched, I don't know what the hell he was talking about. It was over my head. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Show you where the piano's going to be and how it's going to be laid out.
That's how clever Chris is. He picked up the scientists and said, no, you're as good as you are in science, you're going to be even better in hospitality because you've got this personality. And there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just going to run around and be congenial.
He'll be very successful.
I think so.
That means
I don't think he ever gets tired of that.
a big jump.
It's a big jump for Mary, too.
We
Big.
talked a lot about it. We were on the Catamaran on Tuesday. We talked a lot about it.
Selena, how are you? It is an incredible night. It's a kind of an emotional night for me, Selena. I'm glad you're here for emotional support in a good way. It is our final night here in the Atrium after 2.5 years of loving it in the Atrium. We're on to even more awesome things right up the hallway in the new restaurant. And we'll be live streaming just like this, Selena. We'll be getting together the same way. It's like getting a different television set, like a different television studio. And it's... So, did you like it in there? Did you like the environment, Janet? Do you like the environment in the new...
Yes, I do very much.
Oh, good,
I saw
good.
where the piano was going to be. The bar is so classy. The whole place is just like class. I love it.
Oh, good,
I
good.
absolutely love it. Yeah, I can't wait. And the patio's beautiful.
Yeah, the patio's amazing. It's
What
huge.
they have on the walls and the ceiling. Like
I mean, what a great place to be downtown.
yeah, I absolutely love it. I'll be here more than just Fridays. I'm going to be like coming down
Well, I hope
here,
so.
You know, after work on Tuesday.
Well, that'll be wonderful.
Yeah. We'll see what nights Mary's playing.
We shall find out very soon.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Selena. I appreciate it. I know you're speaking not only for yourself, but for your people. Right, Selena? Of course we do. How's things going in Paris, France? Marino? Looks like you're having a ball there. I love the updates you send. Here's a song for me and Marino, because we were both career bachelors till we weren't. Even though this song is actually the opposite of that, but it still involved changing plans. For the subject of this song, things didn't turn out so well, but if I held her and was conquered from the start and placed her on a pedestal apart, I planned a little hideaway that we could share someday. When I met her, I unfolded all my dreams and told her how she'd fit into my schemes. What a bliss is. Then a blow came when she gave her name as Mrs. Oh, what a bummer. I guess I'll have to change my plans. I should have realized there'd be another man. I so overlooked that point completely until the big affair began. Before I knew where I was at, myself up on a shelf and that was that. I tried to reach the moon. When I got there, all that I could get was the air. My feet are back again on the ground. I've got the best, the one girl. Oh yeah, yeah. I've lost the one girl. One girl I found. I've lost that one girl. One girl I found. Oh yeah. Oh, that one girl. She's in the lost and found. I made up that last line. I want credit for that last line. I want writing credit. Are you two off to someplace glamorous and exciting tonight? Good night, kids. Thank you so much. Aren't they great? They say the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plains, especially during the running of the bulls. Oh, well, that's wonderful, Selena. We're honored. And speaking for all the Buffalonians and the people of Paris that are also our sister city, for the Buffalonians and the Parasites, we wish Windsor, Canada, Ontario, a wonderful weekend of spring, summery weather. We have so many wonderful lounge cadets. Can't even count them. I didn't know this song has a verse. Oh, I woke my friend up. I had the craziest dream last night. Just wanted to see if you were paying attention, Gary.
Gary on?
Yeah.
Yeah, say hi.
Marino says hi, everybody.
Oh, hi. I'm Harry.
Everybody's going wild because Marino's on the line. He's calling long distance. Ray Emmerman sending greetings from the chic town of not Cheektowaga, Chautauqua. They're kind of the similar. Both art centers. I couldn't get a bonjour, Gary says. Gary says bonjour. It's 3 a.m. there? I doubt. No, they're like 7 hours, 5 hours. I had the craziest dream last night. Yes, I did. I never dreamt it could be. But there you were, in love with me. I found your lips next to mine, so I kissed you, and you didn't mind it at all, not at all. When I'm away, such a break never happens. How long can a guy go on dreaming? If there's a chance that you care, then please say you do, my baby. Say it and make my crazy dreams all true. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Say it and make my crazy dreams all come true. Oh, thank you, Janice. Look at that nice picture. Popped up on my screen.
Yeah.
I have to get my mouse so I can click on it. I like that. What a great commemoration. Oh, yeah.
She is in the conversation. She's totally.
She is. She's a professional engager.
I like when we're out at the catamaran. She focuses all her attention on me. It's really fun. She has so many interesting things.
Let's make sure she doesn't fall into the water while she's doing that.
Did she tell you how wild it was on Tuesday?
No.
It was crazy. Up and up and down. And don't you know we still had to have a second glass of wine, so we're trying to go get it. She's like, you gotta come down here. I can't.
Yeah, that boat is great. I bought some boating shoes. I may be wrong, but I think you're wonderful. I may be wrong, but I think Windsor's swell. I like your style, say. I think you're marvelous. I'm always wrong, so how can I tell? All of my shirts are unsightly. All of my ties are a crime. If dear in you I've picked rightly, I think you're wonderful. I think you're grand, but I may be wrong. All of my shirts are unsightly. All of my ties are a crime. If dear in you I've picked rightly, it's the very first time you came along. I think you're wonderful. I think you're grand, but I could be wrong. It's 1 a.m. in Paris, France. That song, I'll be happy to. It's called I May Be Wrong. And I May Be Wrong. That's the name of the song, I May Be Wrong. But then it also has in parentheses, brackets, but I think you're wonderful. And the music is by Henry Sullivan, the lyrics by Harry Raskin. 1929. Well, you know how cagey we can be, us guys. Well, you know. Well, that's why there's an entire courting process. You don't just go, I think you're wonderful, and get married. Right? I mean, and the fact that you don't means there's some element of doubt in your mind, which is perfectly healthy and helpful. Right away?
Over time.
Oh, over time.
20 years of dating and then maybe.
Yeah, I tried that, but she only let me get away with about 5 years. Thank you so much for coming out. What a wonderful surprise. I hope the rest of your evening can stand up well against the excitement of Lounge Academy. We set a high bar. I realize that. They had no comment for that one. Speechless. Now it's just us. Gary Marino, and I'm just quoting Gary Marino. He's obviously had a few, which he's entitled to. He's on vacation. He says the wine is cold and the women are hot. Or is that a song request? What key do you want that one in?
It's obviously in the right place.
Leave it to Marino. Marino, are the stars out tonight?
Oh, yes.
I don't know if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I only have eyes for you. time. I can't see a thing in the sky, 'cause I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded avenue. I'm here, so am I. Millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. 'Cause I only have eyes. I've got big, fat, bulging eyes. Ooh, eyes for you. He's drinking champagne. Of course. It's 1 a.m. He's drinking champagne. He's in Paris. He's walking barefoot through the gardens. Barbara, I was doing all right. Nothing but rainbows in my skies. I was doing all right till you came by. Had no cause to complain. Life was as sweet as apple pie. Never noticed the rain when you came by. Now, whenever you're away, can't sleep nights and suffer all the day. I just keep on wondering, life is just one big blunder. But when you hold me tight, tingling all through, I feel somehow I was doing all right. But I'm doing better than ever now. Thank you, Barbara. It's a Gershwin song from the Goldman Follies, 1937. The 30s were a great time. I mean, great for creativity.
Yes.
Busby Berkeley was at his peak.
Yes.
Marino could tell you something about Busby Berkeley. Boy, could he. I'm beginning my voyage on coffee now. I'm starting drinking a little late. The sleepless nights, the daily fights, the quick toboggan when you reach new heights. I miss the kisses and I miss the bites. I wish I were in love again. The broken dates, the endless waits, the lovely loving and the hateful hates. The conversations with those flying plates. I wish I were in love again. No more pain. No Lady Gaga. The pulled out fur, the cat and cur, the fine mismating of the him and her. I learned my lesson and I wish I were in love again. That's from Babes in Arms, 1937. Yeah, Mary was playing for the Painters. The Painters reviewed you for me. I stopped home to get the PA because I forgot. I went to get the PA in the afternoon because I forgot it. I came back.
Oh, you came back to get the PA?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And I struck up a conversation and pumped them for information. And they said you were doing really good with the music. I like those guys. Yeah, I like them.
I love them.
Sean and Jesse. They're doing a nice job. And they're a pleasure. They really get into their work. Well, thank you, Lee. Oh, what a wonderful request. Thank you, Lee. It is, you know, it's relaxing in here tonight, Lee. You know, some nights it's like crazy town, you know. But it's a nice relaxing. Now that could get blown up at any time, as you know. Depends who, what. So we could suddenly turn the room and have a whole different energy level, which is fine. But we're digging this scene here the way we like it here. Oh wait, we're gonna do your request, which is a great request. Maybe you'll do this song at your gig, at your piano bar. I'll be tired of you when the stars grow tired of gleaming. When I am tired of dreaming, then I'll be tired of you. This I know is true. When winds grow tired of blowing, grass is tired of growing, then I'll be tired of you. Beyond the years, from natal nights till wrong is right, till the birds refuse to sing. Beyond the years, the echo of my only love will still be whispering. If my throbbing heart should ever start repeating that it is tired of beating, then I'll be tired of you. Then I'll be tired of you. A great song. I learned that from watching a black and white TV show from Britain in the 1960s. It was a Dudley Moore variety show. And there was Miriam Montgomery. If you YouTube Miriam Montgomery and that song, and Dudley Moore, you'll find it. Amanda, she was great. I don't think she was well known over here on this side of the pond. I've got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all the day and night time. Hear me sigh, I'll never had the least bit notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you could you care for a cunning cottage? We could share the world. Well, pardon my mush, 'cause I've got a crush, my baby, on you. Could you care for a cunning cottage? We could share the world. Well, pardon my mush, 'cause I've got a crush, my baby, on you. What a great Gershwin song. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Pamela. I was thanking you for the applause. Now you gave it. All right, that's 4,000 I owe you. That's about 4,050. Well, thank you very much. Okay, we're going to test the cameras. Boy, knock on wood, this week, like the equipment, actually the equipment was fine last week. I think it was Facebook's fault. We got thrown off the live stream. It's Frank. Ooh, Frank is here. Frank, I haven't been keeping up with you lately. I'm falling behind. I gotta check into your Facebook and see like what cool cameras you're playing with and what cool projects you're working on. Maybe you could bring us up to speed right now. Give me the crash course. Frank never stops creating. Why did I wander here and there and yonder, wasting precious time for no reason or rhyme? Isn't it a pity? Isn't it a crime? My journey ended, everything is splendid. Meeting you today has given me a wonderful idea. Here I stay. It's a funny thing. I look at you, I get a thrill I never knew. Isn't it a pity we never met before? Here we are at last. It's like a dream, the two of us, a perfect team. Isn't it a pity never met before? Imagine all the lonely years we've wasted. You with the neighbors, I with silly labors. What joys untasted. You reading Heine, I somewhere in China. Happiest of men, I'm sure to be, if only you will say to me, isn't it a pity we never met before? Oh yeah. Thank you, ZB. What a wonderful thing to say, you know. That's the way I feel too. The great Zabignu, wonderful to have you here tonight with us. Sizzle reel, okay. I will check that out, Frank. And I suggest others do too, because it's always something really interesting and well crafted. That last song was from Pardon My English. Isn't it a pity? The Gershwins. Oh no, Frederick's leaving again. Frederick's going to cancel. He's going to cancel all his plans when he gets a load of the new lounge. He said, I'm not moving. He's going to get a room right here at the Hyatt.
I'm staying upstairs.
Yeah, why leave?
You can come down every night and have a few drinks. You can be the host.
Yeah. Why should I do just as you say? Why must I just give in your way? Why must I sigh? Why don't I try to forget? It must have been something lovers call fate. Come on, saying I had to wait. I saw them all. Joe couldn't fall till we met the great Joe Galvin, ladies and gentlemen. The parking valets love it when Joe comes here. He's got the coolest cars. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around, finally found somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross, try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. So nobody else gave me that thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. Had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Beautiful dancing out there on the dance floor. Thank you, dancers. Isham Jones and Gus Kahn. It had to be you. 1924. Oh my God, Ari and Charlie are together in New York City. I don't know if New York City can even support that much energy. I guess we're gonna find out. The great Joe Galvin, ladies and gentlemen. We're always talking about Joe.
Talking about Joe.
How can you not? He never forgets a face. Once I laughed when I heard you saying that I'd be playing solitaire. I only need one hand for the song. Uneasy in my easy chair. It's never entered my mind. Once you told me I was mistaken, that I'd awaken with the sun and order orange juice for one. It never entered my mind. You have what I lack myself. Once you warned me that if you scorned me, I'd sing a maiden's prayer again and wish that you were there again to get into my hair again. It never entered my Ray Rogers and Hart tune from Higher and Higher. I'm going to miss that train going by with the guy giving me the thumb. I think it's a thumb. We're going into the other. I mean, it's going to be wonderful, but there's a lot. I love this room. What great memories we have, including tonight that we're making as we. Is that what it's called? I just call it the train. No, I'm no longer going to be watching it from the Atrium. I'm going to be watching the bar. It's going to be fun. It's really, I feel like I'm moving into an amusement park. Cool equipment upgrades. No, but I'm due for some, and we're actually the big exciting news, Frank, is tonight's Lounge Academy's last night in this television studio here in the Atrium of the Buffalo Hyatt Regency, and we're moving down the mahogany hallway through the brass doors into the big room, into the big arena, sir. We're moving into, they're reopening the restaurant that hasn't been opened since it came under new management after COVID. A new steakhouse is opening up to take the place of the steakhouse where I spent my formative years with Jackie Jocko. Jackie Jocko played in there for almost 25 years on this piano, and we're turning this piano to that very spot. In fact, we're doing it tomorrow. I'm going to come down here for that. We got to take the legs off and have a mover move it in there. And I'm going to be in there full time, and Mary's going to be helping me. It's what I always wanted to do. It's really the only thing I wanted to do. There it is. So that's been, if it weren't for that, I would be playing with some new gear because the transmitting equipment is due for some major software upgrades. And in order to do the major software upgrades, I got to do some hardware upgrades. I'm afraid of disrupting the system, so I'll probably wind up just building another whole system so that I don't have to worry about breaking this one. And we're going to keep the equipment in there for seven nights a week, so the studio will have a permanent place. I won't have to pack the stuff up and move it back and forth every Friday, which will be great because that takes all day. We'll have our very own TV studio in the best location I could think of on the planet. It's ready for reality TV. I mean, it's the action creates itself. Thank you, Trudy Salmon. And the city is really excited about this new restaurant. It was last week. It came out a Buffalo News story about it, and it was actually the banger headline lead story of the Saturday paper, Above the Fold. So, yeah, so that's what's new. Oh, and of course, the big news, the really exciting part is I've been teaching Mary a new act. She's going to do a couple of nights a week. Just her. Wait till you get a load of her new act. Nobody's seen this. In German, it's Die Neues Kunst. The new Kunst. And we've both been working on our wardrobes. We're going to need a lot of wardrobes for 7 nights a week. So we've been cleaning out all the thrift shops within 50 miles of Buffalo. That's why I look so good tonight. I'm wearing nearly $12 worth of new clothes. It's like a complete makeover. It was just one of those things. Just one of those crazy flings. One of those bells that's now and that rings. It was just one of those things. It was just one of those nights. Just one of those fabulous flights. A trip to the moon on gossamer wings. It was just one of those things. But the thought of it started the town. Been aware that this love affair would ouch, not to cool down. Bye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. It was just one of those things. Don't take it personally. It's just one of those things. Cinder, it was fun while it lasted. I guess you gotta be like that sometimes, right? I'm gonna quietly get up and take a 2-minute break. Nobody will notice. Nobody will notice. Uh-oh. First I gotta fix this camera though. Good boy. Fix the dead camera. Gotta do everything around here. Okay, while I'm up, I'm going to take a break.
Well, that makes it huge difference. Yes, I see. I see this. How do you feel that you did, Jim?
No lectures tonight.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Maybe I'll sit on the cushion. Oh, Howard's not here.
Try and get together.
He doesn't step away very often.
Oh, yeah, you've heard me play. I did this before.
Tell him to have you sit in.
everyone here at EB Greens. I mean, the Hyatt Atrium.
What's the new place going to be called? Johnny
It's
D's?
called Johnny D's.
Not Johnny D, not Johnny D.
I did this song once before. Medley of my hit. I gotta start singing again.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow wide, and oh, why can't I? Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why can't I?
Very nice.
Thank you, my First time singing into this microphone.
Oh, like he's like, okay.
Howard,
Sounds good, Mary.
birds fly. Yeah, we always laugh because Guy Valeri, he was leading a sing-along kind of, and he
At this
said,
point, you don't have to.
birds fly.
You ain't heard nothing yet. She's working up some great stuff. I'd like to thank Dinus Kunz. She's got a beautiful resonance in that voice register. She's lucky. I can hear your voice. Yeah, people don't have any trouble hearing Mary. And or her siblings, they all have this voice DNA. Yeah. That's what I told you. You know, use your speaking voice and sing with, you know, because they've got these amazing speaking voices. The cadets are going crazy for Mary. Yes, Mary will be on the live stream in the new room. If you like, she will be. We didn't use the. Oh, thank you. That was a little interlude.
The one thing is you got to get out of your mind the place. Like, I don't even want to say that. But.
So Wedge made $1 million years ago.
Next month, this time next month.
That's one of the songs I wanted to go.
I'd like to do a song for Kathy Moses.
Yeah, we went to a chorus where we all go.
They all remember me because
I could drink more coffee now because I took a break.
I love that. That's all I was doing that because I can play that easily.
What does my guy do? Yes. We waited until spring to do this one all year, right, Kathy? We waited so long for this. If I looked at you and began to sing, I'm not as crazy as I seem to be. After all, it's spring. And if I collect bits of straw and string, I'm only doing what those robins do. After all, it's spring. If I out loud when we're in a crowd and forget the time of day, darling, bear with me when they stare at me and remark there goes an April Fool in May. Is that a great line? And if I hear bells and there's no such thing, I'm only dreaming of a day to be when they really ring. After all, after all, it's spring. It's finally spring in Buffalo. Takes till Memorial Day. Finally spring, and we can finally do that song in earnest.
Yes, that's right.
Who's Ernest? Where is Ernest? That'd be a great song. What a great request. He pulled that one out of left field. Oh. Okay, we're going to do Darn That Dream. And we're also going to do I thought I had it in here.
No, I want to
This one's for Brian Van Horn. Thank you, Kathy, for inspiring that request. It's always springtime when Kathy Moses is around. My old flame, I can't even think of her name, but it's funny now and then how my thoughts go flashing back again to my old flame. My old flame. My new lovers all seem so tame, for I haven't met a dame. So that's quite the same. I had to change the gender. Is my old flame. I've met so many who had fascinating ways and fascinating gaze in their eyes. Some who took me up to the skies. Their attempts at love were only imitations of my old flame. I can't even think of her name, but I'll never be the same until I discover what became of my old flame. Isn't that a great old song? So classic. Arthur.
Again, because I didn't hear all of it. You might play it.
I'm going to play it again. We'll watch it on the rerun. I got to find a song for Dan. Your voice sounds really good. It's got a really nice resonance, nice quality. Yeah. Someone's going to have to find Darn That Dream for me. Maybe Dan will do it since he's the one causing all the trouble.
Apologies.
That's quite all right. It's not in this book, so it's in one. I think it's in one of those two books. There's another beautiful old chestnut, Oscar Hammerstein and Sigmund Romberg. The sky was blue and high above. The moon was new and so was love. This eager heart of mine was singing, lover, where can you be? You came at last, love had its day. That day is past, you've gone away. This aching heart of mine is singing, lover, where come back to me? When I remember every little thing you used to do, I'm so lonely. Every road sky is blue, the night is cold, the moon is new, but love is old. And while I'm walking here, this heart of mine is singing, lover, come back to me. Isn't that a cool song? That's on one of the Jackie Jocko albums. I wouldn't have known it either. Lover, come back to me. Oh, see, Barbara knows these songs. She knows a lot of songs. She knows music, and she knows a lot. Welcome, sir. Nice to see you.
I saw you last year, actually.
You look familiar to me. I thought so. Are you here for the marathon?
I worked on it, yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yep,
You put the thing together.
I did. Remember?
That's an impressive feat.
But I understand I only got 6 more minutes with you.
Well, I would figure you're a pretty busy guy.
No. I'm here for until 8.
Oh, I guess I'm a busy guy.
Is that true?
Yeah, and then it's the last time we're going to be in the Atrium after 2.5 years.
So then what happens now?
We go up the mahogany hallway
Okay.
to the restaurant, which is beautiful. Yeah, we're getting upgraded. The lounge cadets are going to be very happy. The liquor license finally came in. Tomorrow we're moving Jackie Jocko's piano back to Jackie Jocko's place where he had it for 25 years in that same restaurant space. So it's all the pieces just fit very well together.
But you're only here till 8 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, officially. I mean, I might go over a few minutes, because I'm sentimental.
Well, I would appreciate it.
Oh, well, I'd appreciate it too.
I was really excited when I heard you were here.
Oh, well, thank you.
I had dinner reservations over across the street, so I couldn't get here. And I was like, oh,
Well, next year you could eat here and be here.
that is my plan.
It's a wait till you see the menu. Got everything. It's a steakhouse and it's got everything else. You could even get sushi. Yeah,
Not that I eat sushi.
but you could if you wanted to, just because you could. Darn that dream, I dream each night. You say you love me, and you hold me tight. But when I awaken, you're out of sight. Oh, darn that dream. Darn your lips and darn your eyes. They lift me high above the moonlit skies. Then I tumble out of paradise. Darn that dream. Darn that one track mind of mine. Can't understand that you don't care. Just to change the mood I'm in, I'd welcome a nice old nightmare. Darn that dream, and bus it too. Without that dream, I never would have you. But it haunts me and it won't come true. Darn that great request by Dan H. Pulled a fast one. He doesn't usually request that one. Well, thank you. Sure it gets quiet when I stop making this racket.
It's not racket. It's important.
Thank you, Barbara. It's important what you do, too, especially here at Lounge Academy. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I think I might have that one in my Magic 8 Ball. I might. Or I might keep forgetting to put it in. I think I forgot to put it in here. Oh, I didn't. I did put it in. What do you know? This one has a lot of page turns, ladies and gentlemen. This one's for my buddy Eddie Supple, great musician in Niagara Falls and worldwide celebrated and loved. This song is called If I Ruled the World. If I ruled the world, I'd have the biggest marathon. I'd have a world marathon if I ruled the world. People would run all the way around the world. Wouldn't that be something? I wouldn't put it past them. If I ruled the world, every day would be the first day of spring. Every heart would have a new song to sing. And we'd sing of the joy every morning would bring. If I ruled the world, every man would be as free as a bird. Every voice would be a voice to be heard. Take my word, we would treasure each day that occurred. My world would wear a beautiful place where we would weave such beautiful dreams. My world would wear a smile on its face like the man in the moon has when the moon beams. If I ruled the world, every man would say the world was his friend. There'd be happiness that no man could end. No, my friend, not if I ruled the world. Every head would be held up high. There'd be sunshine in everyone's sky. If the day ever dawned when I ruled the world. What another amazing request by Dan H. Thank you.
Dan H has great taste.
He does. Well, he's got a million piano rolls. He knows all the songs. right? Dein Neus Kunz. There's so many great songs. This is a great request. As soon as I have another slug of coffee. I love how it stays light forever.
I know, I love it. This time. Cindy's taking her picture.
If I loved you, time and again, I would try to say. This is for my old friend John Bilo. John, is that really you out there? I always think about you out on your boat. Mary's been going out on a boat almost every day. I tell her she's just like John Bilo. She's living the John Bilo lifestyle. It's amazing the people that pop up on this stream. It's great. We're doing for the pilots out there, we're doing a go around. He's a pilot. This is a go around. That means you start over. Only they do that when they're landing. If I loved you time and again, I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you leave me, off you will go in the mist of day. Never to know how I loved you. If I loved you.
Wow! I haven't done that all night. I always do that. Wow!
We got a wow out of her. Well, thank you, Barbara. That was a visceral wow. When she gives you a wow, it's a visceral reaction. It's sincere. I feel like Johnny Carson on his last show. But he was done. He was finished after that. I remember that show. I remember watching it.
But he was ready to be done.
Who was it? Was it Bette Midler or somebody sang him a song at the end? It was so sad. I think she sang I'll Be Seeing You. Really?
I'll be seeing them. Always. 40 years old. I'm singing this. I
No, it's not in here. It's in one of these books. Think it's in this book? This is Look for Music. It's all right. What the hell? What do I care? See if you can find I'll Be Seeing You. I think it's in one of these two books.
Well, I know you've seen it.
Well, remember, I'll be around. I'll be seeing you. Here it is, 167. This was a Frank Sinatra song too, but many greats did it. It never hurts when he helps propel a song. I think, didn't Bob Hope used to sing this as his closing number every time? I always identify it with Bob Hope. And I think it was sung to
Joe Stafford.
Johnny Carson at the end of his last show. It was very moving. This is for saying goodbye to the Atrium and the bartenders at the Atrium and all my pals who I'll still see. In fact, I'll see them more. I'll be here 7 days a week. I just won't be in this room. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, a park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, everything that's white and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is through, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. What a great request. Oh, wait a second, I requested that. Thank you. You like that little doggy?
That guy looks like Tony.
I know, I thought it was
Everyone
Tony when
has
he
been
walked
thinking
in.
all night. And then Diane brought home and he acted like Tony.
Tony should get a
Diane?
French poodle. We're in overtime here. We're in over our heads. How about the more I see you? What? Why try to change things? That's a good one. One of my favorite Cy Coleman requests. This is also Gary Marino's favorite request. It's called Why Try to Change Me Now? I'm sentimental, so I walk in the rain. I've got some habits even Janet can't explain. Could start for the corner, turn up in Spain. Why try to change me now? I'll sit and I'll daydream. I've got daydreams galore. Cigarette ashes, there they go on the floor. I'll go away weekends, leave the keys in the door. Why try to change me now? Why can't I be more conventional? People talk, people stare, so I try. But that's not for me, 'cause I can't see my kind of crazy world go passing me by. So let people wonder, let them laugh, let them frown. You know I love you till the moon's upside down. Don't you remember I was always your clown? Why try to change me? Why try to change me? Why try to change me now? Cy Coleman request. Why try to change me now? We got to watch Cy Coleman perform that one himself.
Yes.
On the
We saw him
on the 1950s black and white. Good night, Barbara. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Say hi to Gary for me. I went and saw him once. He was great. A lot of fun. Does anybody have any last requests? We like to make it sound like an execution.
Play for 20 more minutes.
What happens in 20 minutes?
I mean, 10.
Oh.
No, that's fine. If you have to go, you have to go.
Yeah, I'm having fun. We got such great people here, and they're all having fun.
I did not make it.
Such great cadets. These aren't people, these are cadets. I was a stranger in the city. Out of town were the people I knew. I had the feeling of self-pity. What to do, what to do, what to do. The outlook was decidedly blue. Though I walked through the foggy streets alone, it turned out to be the luckiest day I've known. We'll see you next week if we don't see you sooner. I can't wait to see what you're wearing. The cadets, we got the best looking people. That's why they're getting their own lounge. A foggy day in London town had me low, had me down. I viewed the morning with alarm. The British Museum had lost its charm. How long, I wondered, could this thing last? The age of miracles had come and passed, when suddenly I saw you there. The foggy London town, the sun was shining everywhere. The sun was shining everywhere. Okay, Frederick, have a great week. Next time we see these cadets, it's going to be in the new lounge. I'm so psyched. It's like getting a new car or something, like a new vet. Yeah.
So next year I'm gonna have to go over there.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be wonderful. And we'll say, hey, remember that? Hopefully I'll still be there.
I hope so.
Me too.
Me too.
I never take anything for granted, you know. What a great night we've had here. Yeah, it really was.
That's good. Oh, this is much better.
Die News Kunz. Yeah, so so I got 7 nights, right?
Okay.
So I'm giving 2 of them to my wife, Mary. 2 or 3.
Does she play too?
She plays, and She was a music critic at the Buffalo News. Like,
Oh, that's right. She was but she also did work for the Niagara Gazette.
that's right.
That's right. I
Yeah, what a
remember.
memory.
Yes, yes. It took me a little while.
That's great. So we've been teaching her a new act.
You guys do
She's
something
doing great.
together?
I mean, sometimes we do. You know, sometimes she'll play and I'll sing or something, but we're not really like working stuff up like that.
Oh,
But
you don't have like a you play and she sings?
we don't have like an act together.
Oh, no, but do you have a song that the two of you do together?
Whatever she's playing, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But we're working up a one-woman show for her to round out the week.
Okay.
And I think she's going to wind up snowballing, you know. They're going to forget all about me, which is fine. I'll ride her coattails.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'd love to hear the two of us. The two of you.
Well, next year.
Well, there's always next year.
Well, thank you, everybody. We'll meet again in the new television studio. Thank you. Thank you, Pauline, Sindra, Buffalo Marathon Man. Everyone must call you that. That must get tiring.
No.
But they do, right? It's so obvious.
No, only you.
Really? Wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you, little poodle. Keyshawn? Sweet little dog. Have a nice stay. Oh, thank you, Cindra. Cinder's an artist, a great artist. You should see what she does. It's like unhuman. She's possessed by something. Thank you, everybody. What a night. I'm going to fade to black so we don't cut anything off.
Is it okay if I stay here just a bit?
Sure. Oh, yeah, please. Hang out. Sure. No rush. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks, everyone. We didn't see the Great Sisters Act tonight, the Myers sisters. I guess we'll see them in the reruns. And we'll see you all next week, 7 days time. And we'll debut the new studio. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for getting us all this new exciting stuff. It's all because of the cadets. Appreciate it.